Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer.
Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation.
And a pointless.
We know all things. Hello, Boring Review Nation. Gabe.
Nick.
Ooh, and we're here today to bring you another Patreon request. That's right, Patreon request for the film Churails. Nick, can you please enlighten us a little bit on this film and on our Patreon?
I cannot enlighten you whatsoever on the film. I have taken the lazy route out again and just waited for the true reaction, which is why, we do reactions. It makes it so much easier for me. But the Patreon, his name's Ferris107. I would say a newer Patreon, been with us for a month or two. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and thanks so much for getting your request in. We are here to adhere to it, and this is a film, obviously, and I don't even know if we're saying the name correct, but it premiered on August 11th on Z5, which we don't have access to. But this just came out a few months ago, and we're going to get ready to check it out. We're going to go jump right into it, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and then we will talk about it after we watch it.
In 3, 2, 1.
एक दफा का जिक्र है एक वकील
You're the perfect wife.
लारकाना से एलए तक 75 लड़कियों को उसने डर्टी मैसेजेस भेजे।
Jeez.
एक वेडिंग प्लानर
Jugnu, the finances are not looking good.
एक बॉक्सर
जब मैंने हाथों में ग्लव्स पहने होते हैं ना, ऐसा लगता है जैसे मेरी जान में जान आ गई हो।
और एक कातिल।
आपने जेल में 20 साल किस जुर्म के लिए काटे?
Gosh.
मिल बैठे।
It's like a
अगर
widow's
आपको
club.
लगता है कि आपका शौहर बेवफा है और आपको सबूत चाहिए तो आप हमें कॉल करें। जासूसी मैं हाजिर हूँ बाजी।
नेक परवीन नौटी बनने के लिए नकाबों की दुकान खोलेगी।
तसब्बुर का स्वीटी।
Somewhere Burkus.
बहुत थी जो एक नई शुरुआत की मुंतजर थी। आप हमारे साथ क्यों काम करना चाहती हैं?
बड़ी सी कोठी,
पैसा, मनी,
कैश।
शो टाइम मदरफकर।
Snap.
हमारी छोटी सी चिंगारी जंगल की आग की तरह फैली और हर तरफ उजाला कर गई।
Oh!
और आपको आने वाले खतरे की भनक भी नहीं होगी। आपकी वजह से किसी की जान गई है मैडम, और अब आप ही के इस गिरोह में से एक लापता है।
दिलबर, लोड़े लग गए। हमें उसे ढूंढना होगा, हमारे तरीके से।
हमारा कोई तरीका नहीं है
बाढ़ में जाएं आप सब।
I need this, Jamila. I need this more than I need you, more than I need my kids, and that is the honest truth.
वो इंडस्ट्री की एक्टर से मॉडल है ना, वो जाती है वहाँ। मैं उसे कहता था उन पार्टियों पर जाए।
इस सब के पीछे जिसका हाथ है वो कोई बहुत ऊंची पार्टी है, जो आप लोगों से कहीं ज्यादा ताकतवर और कहीं ज्यादा खतरनाक है।
हम जो हैं वो हमारे पास हमेशा रहेगा।
Oh.
Oh my gosh. That was not anything like I thought it was going to be about, but I really didn't know too much about it. That was ruthless. Woo!
Not at all. Interesting concept. There's a film, I can't remember the name of it, that had a similar but it wasn't like a whole organization of women, you know what I mean? It was just like one woman, and that's what she would do, like, find out dudes that were cheaters or whatever. But this one is actually pretty different, an entire organization, and especially the added caveat of where, they'll take it there to the next level with the violence. That's completely different. Oh man, that's crazy, man. Crazy. Nick, thought?
it just, it makes me grateful. Like, if we want to live in this fantasy world for a second, this movie was real life. Makes me super grateful that, I'm not one of those men that, cheats on my wife or anything like that, or even hints at it. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I'm not really going to get too many women anyways, but I'm a very, very happily married man. But I mean, sometimes enough is enough. And let's just talk about the vein of this movie, because obviously I'm not going to endorse it's okay for violence if your spouse or your partner is cheating on you. Right. But to cheat or to whatever you're doing, send pictures or whatever against a person that you've promised you made a vow with. Like, no one made you make that vow, but you made that vow. It's a betrayal. And so the act of violence is also a betrayal. The thing that's interesting about this is, for some reason, I'm going to make this comparison to a movie called The Phantom, right? Okay. The Phantom with Billy Zane, I believe. And in that one, the guy in the trailer, he sees the Phantom in purple flying around the vines. And he's like, I killed that guy a few years ago. It's not the person, it's the idea, right? It's the whole idea. It's like Batman and Robin or whatever. Different type of Robins, same idea, same intimidating presence. And so when they're wearing those outfits, and I'm sorry, I don't know the exact name of those outfits. I know they said burkas or barkas earlier. I'm not exactly sure. But when you're wearing those outfits, you're not showing the entire face. You're just showing the eyes, and you have the whole collection of a dozen of these ladies. Right. It's that idea. It's that presence. It doesn't really matter who's behind the fabric. It's the idea that we are here, Churails, we are here, and we are going to make sure that these women are taken care of, they're protected, and they're avenged. Now, in the real world, it's kind of psychotic, but for a movie, it definitely intrigues me.
I think the proper name is Hajib, actually, of the headpiece, Hajib. It's funny you mentioned that. I too am a happily married man, and I will say my uncle's, like I said, head of narcotics department. I know I got a lot of law enforcement in my family, and we see it on TV, bro. It's actually true. If you've got a whodunit, right? A crime where a husband or a spouse is killed, right? Not like a drug deal or anything like that, but just, or they disappear. Literally 90% of the time, it's either the wife or husband, and it usually stems back to cheating. 90% of the time. That's why they're automatically a person of interest, automatically basically a suspect, you know what I mean? The minute a wife comes up missing, or a husband comes up missing, or comes up mysteriously killed or whatever, and normally it comes back to that, to somebody being unfaithful because they're crimes of passion. And bro, that betrayal just is something that some people can't recover from, you know what I mean? Can't walk away from and just say, okay, they betrayed me. Let me just, like most people, get a divorce or leave. Now I'm going to kill him, or I'm going to kill her. It gets crazy. It gets crazy. So if you don't want to get killed, all right, I suggest you don't cheat. Just say it. Because you got a night when it happens, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, you're taking your life into your own hands, all right? You're rolling the dice. She or he may just be the one that poke you, and now you missing. They can't find you. You know what the cops are gonna do? All right, where's the wife or husband? And not more than likely, that's what happened to you, man. Just say it. Just say it.
Dude, they were busting out the hockey sticks in that trailer, man. In that movie. I'm gonna say right now, hands down, that form of hockey, that hockey stick, is way more dangerous than the American hockey stick, for crying out loud. Because it's just a nice little curve right there. Anyways, that was the same. It actually looks really, really good. Looks really interesting. As we were watching the first half, I was thinking to myself, well, it's going to come back to catch up to them. Like, they're not going to be able just to take all these guys out and not have any repercussions. They're going to mess with the wrong guy. And then sure enough, that's what happens in the second half of the trailer. So very interesting. Let us know what you think, if you've seen this, if it's worth the watch. If not, let us know that too. But thank you so much for checking us out today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time,
we know all things.